6 things you probably didn't know about Graham Potter. If the name Potter makes you think of a wizard, you will love to hear about the uniqueness of Chelsea's new gaffer, Graham Potter. Potter became Chelsea's 10th manager in 10 years after Thomas Tuchels was shown the exit door. Typical of the Blues, no man lasts for long on their sidelines. Everyone thought it was going to be the last bus stop for the next couple of years after the German took Chelsea to the peak of club football. Under his watch, Chelsea won the UEFA Champions League, the UEFA Super Cup, and the Club World Cup. But his reign came to an abrupt end on account of leaky defense, blunt forwards, unwanted departures, and tactical tinkering after just 17 months of being in charge. Just like anyone else, Tuchel said, "Adios, ain't coming." Obviously, I was in the wrong movie. Chelsea has opened a new leaf and their American owner has the name of the former Brighton manager written on it. The London club has welcomed the 47-year-old, whose notorious attacking football and dynamic vertical style of play has proven a magic one, bringing an immediate change to the dwindling Chelsea team. Now, the big boss of the Blues, here are 6 things you probably didn't know about Graham Potter. Probably the reason for his inverted playing style from the wingback. Potter had 320 appearances for 11 teams in 13 years as a left-back. His peak was Southampton's heroic 6-3 win against United's star-studded 1996 team. Graham's trophyless football career came to an abrupt end at the age of 30, when he admitted that it was not the career he dreamed of as a boy. In a later interview with the coach's voice, Potter said, "If I'm honest, by then, I stopped enjoying playing. At the time, that was quite a powerful thing for me to admit. Playing football was all I dreamed of as a kid. But I reached the stage when I started feeling my career was progressing." He coached the Ghanian women's national team. Chelsea's new boss was at the Women's World Cup in 2007 with the Ghanian team. The Ghana FA wanted a strong technical director and Graham was the man. His influence couldn't translate the team into an immediate win, but looking back, it really had a long-term effect on the players, who were fortunate to be under his watch. A former Ghana international recounted how impressive his playing style and training sessions were. He was really particular on how he wanted the defense to play. He wanted the outside backs to be more involved in the attacking. He was working on team shape when we did and didn't have the ball. We do those exercises a lot in practice. It was a lot of repetition. With his ideas, they were really good ideas. It's popularly said that bad news travel at the speed of light. On an unknown day to the public, young Graham Potter was all out for a joyful moment on his wedding day. You don't break bad news on a wedding day. You don't. Well, for New York City, a team where he had his most appearances as a footballer, 114 and 5 goals, this was the day they chose to release the guy. His 3 years at the club were a victim of some domestic issues at the club. Potter, however, held on to the joy of his big day and decided to treat the incident as less significant. In an interview with Athletic, he said the news just came before his wedding and right there, on the dance floor, he told Rachel. Potter's lover, Rachel, preferred to be spoken about less. She couldn't be found on social media and only focuses on her Pilates business and raising their 3 kids. Rachel's net worth hovers around $500,000. That is some money. A net worth of £688,228. More so, about 5,000 Pilates businesses in the UK share a population of around 12 million subscribers of the total 68+ million UK dwellers. Though Graham never mentioned that he was interested in his wife's business, but that could have been something worth it to venture into when his footballer career met a dead end. Graham has invested his childhood love in football and never thought of any other career. However, his mom wanted him to have a degree as valuable substitute for football, and Graham turned out as a genius. With the support of the Professional Footballers Association, he had degrees in social sciences from the Open University. He invested all the times in learning about American politics and the European Union. Graham is a well-rounded man. He is a math genius and also enjoys learning arts, science, geography, and Spanish. What I liked about study was that you could do a piece of work They would give you a mark and nobody would take that from you. He told The Athletic, Potter's magical wand has hit the jackpot since he switched from left back to sideline. He produced one of the football's most outstanding turnaround in the last decade. He brought Östersund from Sweden's fourth tier to the top 5 for the first time in their history, and also took them to the Europe League. He was then handed the chance to do same magic with Swansea, and it was almost so. A late-minute quarter-final goal from City striker Agüero ended their 18-19 FA Cup hopes. Under his watch, Brighton earned a top recognition with his unmistakable style of play, and he made unknown players like Ben White, Marc Cucurella, and Bissouma into top-team transfer targets. Watch out! He would make Chelsea's unstoppable. Veteran managers like Benja and Sir Alex Ferguson excelled at man management, and you can expect Graham Potter to follow that lineage. The manager is also known to be calm under pressure and has done well managing failures. When asked, he pointed at his master's degree in leadership and emotional management. Thanks to his tutor to have served in the British military and his colleagues that included sergeants and past members of the Allied forces in Afghanistan, he has learned the art of ignoring pain and making decisions in the best interest of the parties involved, even amidst mounting pressures. What a journey from university football coach for Hull and Leeds University to women's team technical director, fast tracker to a 12-year journey that ended in Brighton via Sweden and Swansea, to being the proud manager of one of the most expensive teams in the world. Do you think he can fulfill Tuchel's ambition of making Chelsea a team that no one wants to play against? Let us know in the comment and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss future updates.